Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. And we're ready to put toe to leather. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the outside. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Williams. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and
he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. Coming out and executing is another thing. A great start for the offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got a man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick release by the QB. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Noles!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Castellanos. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On third down, going up top. Got his man downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. Got a man, it's Booker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a penalty.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Noles line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going up top and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's got it. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Webster. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Blackwell. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. The short hand, it's Robinson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're
nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Minnesota. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Catch in the middle. It's White. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. You can't stop him.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Seminoles! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own two. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a two-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And a confident throw and catch stretch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making. And they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem...
Turning it on! Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Mitchell. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Tripped up for the tackle.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Back's going for the goal line. zone for the touchdown.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. He fires to the left side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.